for 5 more hours.
True.
That's
the magic.
I was very different. In the beginning of our streams, I used to be like, I can't do this. This is so long. I'm so tired. And now I'm like,
more.
We are live again. We are.
I'm glad the infection.
Oh, let's go 17 hours.
Okay.
Okay, we're live again.
Everyone?
We're live
What we
again.
learned
Sorry, yes.
in
Jay,
the
you're good.
beginning
This is what you missed on, didn't it?
what you missed on the first part of this stream was that Orion fucked Aria's mom.
who are you talking to? True.
Did you hear it?
No.
No.
It didn't happen.
Fuck! God damn it.
The bit! Not the bit!
Anything
Died.
but the bit.
I was addressing the audience. I was doing the side with the
I thought
audience.
you were on the
Wait.
phone.
No. I was wait. Oh wait, I fixed it. Okay.
Oh.
I can read
Okay.
it.
Do it
Okay,
again.
rewind the bit.
Rewind,
the
rewind.
bit.
Rewind it.
Again.
Rewind.
Again,
Okay,
again.
wait, we're doing the fuck it. We're doing it live. All right.
Live, bitches.
So what you missed on the first part of this live stream was that we found out that Orion fucked Aria's mom.
There you go.
I missed the play button.
Hey.
So
I
good,
can
so
hear
good.
the
Item
bit.
in the register. What is
Chat,
it? The
for
packing-
context-
The bagging area.
For context, chat, nothing happened. We're all good. I just stopped the stream because I was really worried it was gonna fuck my recording again. So, we're good.
Okay.
It's
Un
gonna
suel.
fuck your recording like how Orion fucked Aria's mom.
Where's the thump?
It didn't work,
It
Haley.
didn't
Where's the
work.
phone?
Anyways,
Oh my god, I have a dad.
right when we turned
Back to
stream
it.
off, you guys asked if Aria
Nice.
would tell you what other
Are you asking in
thing she is.
character?
Yeah. Well, no, because we don't
Fourth-
know the bird half. But like, what else are you?
Changeling, a fourth Earth human.
Question mark.
What else are you?
Tell us more about you.
Aria's gonna look down at Orion and be like, and think in her head to Orion,
Mhm.
how mad do you think Mom would be if I actually told them?
He sounds kind of unsure at this. And he says, is this something she doesn't want you to tell people?
I feel like that's an understatement, but
Life would have been so different if Orion was around. Yeah.
Yeah.
This hurts so
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
We wouldn't have met Aria.
that's
No,
an
that's
understatement.
She would have had a good life.
That's an understatement. Mom tended to make sure I was hidden in any way I physically could be, and emotionally.
Why would she hide you? She lived so much of her life in such a... She was always restrained by her family. They kept her from so much. Why would she do the same to you?
Generational trauma.
I wish I could go back and ask her that.
What she was beautiful. And that part of you is beautiful too, Aria. Please do not think differently.
I'm trying.
Oh, we fail. He fail.
He failed.
You fail.
That was terrifying. It just slowly slipped down.
Long live the king.
Live the king.
Goodbye, father.
Goodbye, father.
Did I hit my thing? I hit my thing. I'm sorry.
Oh, I didn't hear anything. You're good.
I know, that's why.
Julian's gonna say real quick.
Mhm.
You don't have to answer that question if you don't feel comfortable doing so.
You can be just Orion, that's okay.
It was just a more curiosity thing.
You just hear Arya start going,
It doesn't even pick it up. I can hear you. I heard you in the background briefly. There you go.
yeah, it's that.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no, I got to do brave things. And she's gonna kind of like look over at them.
Faye is up.
I have been waiting for this moment since fucking season 1, episode 1.
Alright.
So, apparently this is my dad.
Got that.
Changeling and human. My mother, Talia, is her name. sorry.
You're driving Faye
Arya's
insane.
just kind of, I know, I love it. Arya's gonna kind of like look down at Orion and just be like, my mother is a harpy.
Aria! Haley got it. Haley got it.
I fucking knew it, bitch. I fucking knew it, bitch. Let's fucking go. Fucking go, bitch.
I'm literally looking up what that is because I'm so uninterested.
Oh, I got you.
You're
It's
so
Aria.
smart.
lady.
What is
Have you ever
Harpy.
watched The Last Unicorn? There's a harpy
Here,
in
I
that.
will send
It's
you.
a much creepier
That's
version
what you-
though. Much creep. It's not
Yeah.
that version. That's
Should I
That's a-
like?
that's a spooky version.
I can
but,
send the picture.
Yeah, send it
So you.
please?
if you want to.
Yeah, I'll send the picture of dear mama,
Mother dearest.
mother dearest.
Mother dearest.
So this is what
Mama dearest.
dearest mama looks like.
Perfect.
Slap.
Kind of.
Where is it? References?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Should be there.
Wow. Yeah, that's a harpy in
Whoa.
Like so, yes.
D&D lore, except a little bit.
Holy shit.
But a little bit
that's
different.
cool.
So
A
this
little
is
bit
what.
more human.
Ooh,
Holy
references,
fuck.
references.
Did you send it?
Actually,
You send it.
it's gonna be in session chat. That's what.
There
her
you
looks
Ooh.
like. So we got
Oh
full
my
wings.
god, that's
on.
cool.
So
God.
What?
Oh, she pretty.
she does not really have
arms.
arms. Her arms are
Ah,
wings.
She doesn't have hands.
Ring arms. Oh my god.
No,
That's
it's like
Mhm.
cool.
this more. Like this
That's
is what
sick.
their arms.
Oh, so she's
look like.
literally plucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Mhm.
Whoa, these are so gorgeous.
Mhm.
So pretty.
So dearest mama.
Pretty.
Oh my god.
So she kind of just like
Slay.
looks at everybody silently and is like,
What is a harpy?
I'm okay.
It's just like,
And she's gonna kind of like put Orion's hand like back down, and just be like, I'll be right back. And she's just gonna unzip one of her boots,
Your feet.
take off one of her boots, and just go her bird feet.
so cool.
Oh no. Androma's about to lose her mind.
I'm a bird person.
You are a bird.
She screams. She's so happy.
Oh, chat would like you to send that photo to
Oh, yes.
live stream references. Just
Mama?
spoiler it so that
Spoiler
I
it.
will.
yeah, because that's a
That's
big
a-
one.
That's huge.
That's a
And
big
Jordan
one.
starts running around the room. She's
Wait, so you're a bird and I'm a
zoomies.
fish?
Yes! Do you remember
And you're
when I
jealous?
first met you and I thought it was so hilarious because I was like, oh, I'm a bird and you're a fish.
You know what was also
That's
funny?
funny.
You know what was also funny
It
that
was so
I
funny.
tormented Emily about the entire time? The fact that her roommate's name was 𝐂𝐲𝐢𝐤𝐬.
Cool! Cool!
That's so funny.
Could you understand? I was having a panic attack every time they said cool. I was like, what the fuck?
That's
As
why
they're,
in
as they're talking about being a fish and a bird, Julien leans over to Elfie and is like, I feel like I missed out on the animal theming memo for myself.
Oh yes, I am not the animal either. Maybe I want to be now.
Hey, I can show you how to be an animal.
Oh!
Andromeda's
Wait,
gonna
wait,
run up to
I'm from my
Aria.
father. I'm from my
Andromeda's gonna run up to
father.
Aria and like grip her by the shoulders and be like,
Do you
Okay.
understand this?
she's gonna start speaking to her in bird.
No, I
Nope.
don't. I've never understood you. Not in that way. Sorry, that was rude. I meant in the way of bird talk. I don't speak bird,
Don't speak bird, but you are a bird.
but I am bird. Yes. At least by some
Oh,
standard,
that
I
is-
am actually mostly human, and apparently now changeling. And she looks at Witch.
Oh, you are like a giant bird. That's so cool.
I am pretty big. That is true.
Oh, that is so cool.
A giant woman, a giant bird.
I've only ever told. Have I ever told anyone? I mean, I showed Elfie my feet. That was on accident, though.
Elfie looks is like,
What?
That was on accident. I didn't actually mean to. I was going out for a walk at
You
I've
𝐄𝐩𝐢𝐻𝐤𝐿.
only known her for a
us.
couple days.
Okay, well, it was an accident. I didn't know.
Oh, but it
You would
was
be out-
kind of an exchange. She learned secret about me, and then I learned secret about her.
Well,
Accidentally.
you just learned secret about
Is it
me, so can I learn secret
That's
about
why
you?
you two got so close, of course.
She looks at
You know,
you.
if I
Oh
remember
wait,
the
she's
first
like,
freaking 16 years of my life, I bet I'd have a secret too.
I thought it was just a sexual tension, but you guys should
Okay.
secrets.
Okay, maybe
I
not in
mean,
front of my
it's probably
father,
not.
please. Let's not
Sorry.
talk
Sorry,
about
You
Mr.
just talked about being
Nexus.
an animal and teaching her
I
how to be
sorry.
a
Out of character.
sorry,
Out
Mr.
of
That was
Nexus.
out of character.
I'm little British girl
I'm
voice.
sorry, hold on. Fucking Andromeda over here just said, sorry, Mr. Nexus.
I'm sorry, Mr. Nexus.
Sorry, Aria's dad.
Sorry, Aria's dad. Okay.
Sorry,
okay,
buddy.
Aria, where are
Matt.
your feathers?
Yeah, what's up with that?
Oh, I have a question. Ask your dad if I was in the fish tank in his brother's room at some point in his life.
Huh? What do you mean a fish tank in his brother's room?
Okay.
You have a goldfish?
Did do you know of anyone named Arlow?
Oh, that was so out of character, but thank you. That's so nice of you to actually ask. He
I
would know
mean,
the
it is.
information.
It would be a good question to see if
Good
they
question.
recognize.
Yeah.
her
Aria's
or
just gonna and be like, do you know of anyone named Arlow?
Arlo's just waving
Fish-
the back like,
Is Arlo
He's
want
a
your name? Question mark?
healer. He's pot fish. Blonde hair, blue eyes. He
scar in
looks
his sternum.
like a
You can see through your
flounder.
eyes.
He's got a right, that guy. She just looks at him. I completely forgot.
This is so fucking funny.
I'm sorry. Well, Aria has one shoe off. She's gripping onto her father's head, dead hand.
Great.
Funny.
Staring
She's
at
It's
him
not
with
bad.
She's
crazy
going through
eyes.
some stuff right now.
Her hair is significantly not like red. like,
Yeah,
it's,
it
like,
is about at this rate. Like it is pretty high up the braid. It's like kind of at the middle.
getting
of the braid.
noticeable.
Yeah. Oh, it's noticeable. Yeah.
it's noticeable.
I wonder if you can change anything else.
I won't. I've never tried.
Are you doing
We have
it?
to
to your hair
he
touch?
said, wait, he said that he didn't
Okay.
do it. Who did it? We don't
Okay,
know.
yes, Papa.
He responds and he says, no, I'm sorry, I do not know about your
you know-
fresh friend.
Do you know of anyone named Julien or Napoleon by any chance?
No.
Aria, my tattoo.
yes. Oh,
My
right,
tattoo.
right. My friend Andromeda, she's got a.
She's gonna pull back her dress up.
Okay, oh right, and Ari's gonna like look up so she's not looking at Andromeda's ass and is looking just a little bit at her back.
Not
so-
up her dress, aside. She's gonna pull it aside. No, oh
okay.
my god, I said it wrong. I
Oh
said
my
that
God.
so wrong.
That's
I
dress.
didn't know. I meant to say aside. I meant to say
Casually
she pull-
flashes the.
She pulls up her cloak and then pulls aside her dress.
Alex,
It's almost what I am.
How do you
Please
say
forgive me.
you're so valid. You're so valid.
You just flash your
Are
dad.
you okay?
Wait, it's Aria
Sorry,
Nexus.
Mr. Nexus.
Sorry,
Sorry, Mr.
Aria
Nexus.
Nexus.
I guess
Sorry,
so.
Mr. Nexus.
Wait, where did I get my
What's your
last name
maiden
from?
name?
I mean, to be fair, I don't know any. Mother never taught me
Aria
about
Lux?
names. I just knew my last name was Lux.
Yeah, maybe
Mom's
it's
maiden
something,
name?
though.
Alia Lux?
Mom, where did Lux come from? Wait, there's too many questions. Andromeda first.
Sorry.
Andromeda, tattoo. Birthmark. Do you know
Bingo.
anything about it? Oh,
There's silence for a moment. As
Uh-oh.
though
Uh-oh.
oh, Papa.
he is
Did you do a naughty?
thinking about it.
No, she didn't actually say that. That was speed. Sorry.
And you're good. You hear his voice come through again, and he says, I've seen the birthmark before, yes.
Do you
It
know
was.
of anything that could come of it? We're kind of worried for Andromeda right now.
If you are asking me of your fate, I cannot answer that question, but I saw a young dryad with it once. Her name was Amara.
Oh, I think we met her.
The mirror.
Yeah. Well, hopefully she's free now.
She was never meant to end up there.
What was she supposed to?
She was supposed to be safe. We were supposed to keep her safe. She came here looking for solace, and we were supposed to provide that.
Do you know of any
How
Aurora?
they fail.
Aurora 𝐂𝐻𝐻𝐿 by any chance?
He says no to that.
Okay. What happened? Why are the Dryads with back tattoo birthmarks pushed to
Aria,
do these things?
I do not know. I do not know.
Is he being honest?
There's so much that I do not know.
I'm checking him.
You can if you want to.
I mean, is he? I feel like he's tired that he's not gonna like lie to her, but I'm worried that he's doing the thing that some parents do, where they like hold back the truth because they don't want
I'm
you
sure
to
that
be.
He has like guilt and
sad.
shame issues. Because wasn't he like?
Yeah, he like took a minute.
Yeah.
Can I do a
So
vibe
when-
check
then when
to
you-
see if
when
he's
you
hiding
asked-
something from me?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's a 5 and a 4, so a 9
A 9.
for insight.
You can tell by his voice, like, what he's saying is him saying that he doesn't know to the aspect of the fate with the birthmarks and the Dryads, it sounds honest. But there is, like, a pain in his voice that sounds as though
Feels guilt.
he's feeling, like, a world of, like, hurt for a reason maybe you don't know, but he sounds
Maybe he knows more about Amara.
heartbroken
Yeah.
in a way.
What went wrong with Amara, at least?
And there's another pause before he says, she died. And, well, you've seen the willow tree, I assume.
Yes.
She's buried beneath it.
And her soul? Was that put in the mirror?
It is what I believe, yes.
Who else knows soul magic?
There are many that practice soul magic, Aria.
Right. It's okay. I mostly just want to try and find some place to start.
You feel his voice kind of cracking a bit, as though this connection is
Starting
fading
to-
slightly.
Oh, God.
Did he answer why Rain is doing the things Rain is doing?
He did not answer.
What was the thing that he said after that? Do we remember?
I'm pretty sure
Did he just point to the
another question was asked, or someone had asked something, and the topic got kind of like buried.
pushed?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can feel that we're losing connection.
And I do not know what that means for us, so please be sure that your guard is up.
Of course. I will. I'm sorry you waited so long. I will endeavor to come back quicker and figure this out so you can actually enjoy living again.
If anything, just put me back together again.
I mean, yeah, I got a dad now. I kind of have to.
He doesn't say anything, but you feel that like warmth kind of bloom again. There's
God, is this what parents usually feel like? This is so different.
Mm.
Is this what good parenting is?
Yeah, the Hazel and Bruce not preparing
I'm
for
so
this.
warm. I'm sweaty. Oh, Okay. Okay. Right. Is there any other questions anybody wants to ask before we go?
Does he know about the 11th realm? If he went there, and what the power source is?
What the fuck's that?
Can you tell me anything about the 11th
It
realm?
would be nice to fix
all.
Austradel before he came back to his body.
The power source, anything like that? And she repeats what we were saying.
His voice is like an octave quieter now. But
She kind of squeezes his hand tighter,
valid.
trying to like.
It is still just as light, but he kind of mumbles out a well, we harnessed it from Earth. It was pure magic. It was able to give Austradel years of peace,
Right.
power.
But
people dabble where they should not dabble.
the 11th realm?
You kind of like it's silent for a moment before he asks and his voice is even quieter. He asks how do you know of this?
We're putting pieces together. I had to find you somehow, right?
It is not spoken of, Aria. You cannot use those terms, those words lightly. You have to understand.
Okay, but it would be a lot easier not to use those words lightly if I knew what they meant.
I need you to promise me something before our connection dissipates.
Sure, go ahead and ask.
Do not go there.
To the 11th realm? I don't even know what it is. Why would I go there?
Good. Do not ever
Okay,
go there.
okay, I won't go. But I would like to know what it is. What if I accidentally stumble upon it? That's not good.
You hear like him scoff a
She's so
moment.
delightful.
Like he kind of just like chuckles around that and says, you will not just accidentally stumble upon it, I assure you.
Okay, but still, maybe you stop evading my question and then I will know and then I won't have to go looking for more answers in dangerous positions. Instead of just asking my dad. For knowledge, you know?
Aria, all that you must do is stop my brother. Nothing more.
I'm going to try.
And that's all that I can ask of you. But if you feel that you cannot, then just go somewhere. Go somewhere far away with your friends where you will be safe. And do not seek more answers. Do not pursue him any further.
I'm not giving up.
Yes,
I
I was
don't think I
afraid you would
can.
say that.
Listen, you were the one that were watching me through my childhood. I may have not been the most bright of things, but I have a spirit.
You are very bright.
Yeah. I'm trying my best. Anyway. I'm going to miss you.
I will miss you as well. Thank you for this, all of this.
Please don't be gone for good. I'm going to do everything I can, but I need you to keep holding on too.
Any moment that I can, I will be there.
Okay.
Thank you for listening.
I'm learning.
And when I have hands that work again, I would love to play some music with you.
Oh god, don't tell me you're a bard too.
You just hear, I dabble.
In what? What do you dabble in? I gotta know. Mom was always so stingy about music. I gotta know.
Well, all that I ever really was interested in was guitar, occasionally.
I play the lute.
I know. You're very
Right.
good.
Oh, thanks. I'll try. I tried to learn the fiddle. I don't know if you saw that. That was fun. But
Did your mother ever sing with you?
with me,
Yes.
not as much. She sang to me plenty. That was always enough for me.
That shouldn't have been all that you had, but I'm glad you at least heard her voice. She's quite a wonderful singer.
She is.
You hear him kind of like take a breath as though he's going to say something again, but no more words follow after.
Is there any feelings?
What are you flicking me off for? You feel...
You know what you did. You know what you did.
You feel kind of resignation before you feel kind of that presence that was hovering there vanish.
And she's gonna kind of like lean her head against his.
I love you. I'll be back.
And she's gonna stand up and re-put on her shoes.
Valid.
Bird feet out.
Bird feet. My dogs are out. The dogs are
Your
out.
dogs are out.
The birds are out.
The talons
And
are out.
dog barking.
Talons out.
Talons out.
Talons out.
Sun's out.
feeding.
Talons
Talons
out.
out.
He's the roadrunner.
Dad reveal.
Put those
feet
grippers
reveal.
away.
I got all my reveals
Mom
out of the way.
reveal.
Bum, bum.
Hair reveal.
Crazy.
Nice
Hair
job.
reveal.
With that, my lovelies, if you would like, I can kind of summarize the ending of this, because that's what I have in front of me is literally the ending. I know that you guys did not go to the upper floor. If you would like, I can give you kind of a rounded summary of what was up there, because it is more
What we would find.
simply information, not anything hidden.
Not anyone's
or
father.
anything dramatic.
Was there anything
Anyone
else
else's
hidden in
dad
the
here?
room?
Yeah, right.
Any other parents laying around?
I
Glad
do
you-
wanna
I'm
say
glad you
that-
asked.
I did want to go through his room a little bit
Valid.
and like look through some stuff.
Oh my god.
Listen, he's out of
Wait,
here.
I
And
can't
he's my
do it.
dad, okay? I
Yeah.
have right.
Are you
now.
judging for snooping?
No.
Yeah.
I was about to say.
Takes all
You know what?
Zephyrus's private papers.
Well, he's watching. It's different when they're watching.
You're right.
He's watching through my eyes.
He's
He's
smart
not
about it,
blood
okay?
doing it.
There's a system.
I will
But
say
he can't do shit about it though. What's
You
he
do
gonna do?
not-
Make my hair more
Get
dark?
up, Dad. I do.
Get up, Dad! I dare ya! Come on!
Yeah, Dad, stand up.
you do not find anything of interest in this room,
Nothing on any of the drawers. Or
but you do notice something on one of the walls,
Okay.
towards the bottom of the wall,
I look at it.
just slightly behind one of the dressers.
Okay. Can I take a closer look?
Mm-hmm.
Take a peek.
When you do, you see a childlike drawing, as though someone maybe was scribbling on the wall. And it is an image of two stick figures. And one of them has long hair, and the other has short hair.
Never mind. I think that was the brother.
And that is
Your
it.
brothers.
He never answered about the portrait, did he?
No, he didn't.
We didn't.
You had a lot of questions. A lot of
Slippery
them not
bitch.
answered.
God damn it! He got so much goop on him. So much
Goopy dad.
Listen,
Dad.
listen, you might like him, but how much do you really know about this person?
I'm
True.
He's my father, and I love him.
Not a lot.
I still like him.
He's my father and I love him.
That's my
For
dad you're
now.
talking about. That's my father.
That's my
That's
dad
my
you're
dad.
talking about.
That's like
my
that's like talking about Mr. Wilson back.
Papa.
Do you know
Except
who
he's
my
more
dad
powerful
is?
and terrifying.
Yeah, now
Do
you
know
You know who my
that
dad is?
You know who my dad is?
You know who my dad
Sorry,
is?
you
I
know
told
who
my
my
father
dad is.
about this.
My
My dad
father
works
will
for
be
the
hearing
Capitol.
about this.
I'm gonna tell my father about this.
My dad's watching through the psychic connection right
Oh my
now, so
god,
you
I
better
can't believe
watch what
Rain
you're
is my
saying.
motherfucking uncle!
Awkward.
I'm having sex with your brother!
Yeah.
Would that make us okay? So if my brother got
No.
with your
No.
uncle
No.
I don't think it makes you anything.
It doesn't make you anything.
by
It'd be-
marriage,
By marriage.
in-laws.
You would be
Go
in-laws.
in-laws.
You'd be
Yeah.
in-laws.
In-laws!
but what kind of? I would be.
He's not married to anybody. That man is just bopping from dick to
Twisted.
You would be like Aria's like aunt-in-law, essentially.
in-law, like
Ew.
once removed or something.
What? Yeah,
That's
literally once
disgusting.
removed.
Wild.
Okay.
Awesome.
Wild.
Well, there's my dad.
Yeah.
Just gonna poke him. I'm just gonna.
Give
Okay.
him a little poke.
We'll poke.
And Ari's gonna just, like, look at her braid
like,
again.
Full species.
I know.
Finally.
You guys know.
You
Yeah.
know everything.
I'm so
So
satisfied.
You know what? I may be able to.
We can
share
look at your
my
Pinboard
Pinterest
now.
board now.
Let's
I just have to do one thing. I just have to take off one thing.
Share the secret.
What is it? What is the
share
one
secret playlist?
So
I'm
one
taking
thing's
off
their one
one-
secret that they're
What is
allowed
the
to
one
do.
thing I only
I
think
have
about?
Fruit Loops.
I still have secrets. Just kidding.
with that, do you guys
That
want me
was
to
my big
summarize the other locations really quick?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't
Yes.
sure if you wanted me to not touch it or if you wanted me to just kind of like as in you guys go there briefly
Yeah.
or whatever. So the only place it was essentially was the elders' quarters, which the elders' quarters is basically just like the nobility quarters. It is just a bunch of rooms that were rooms for the elders, and
Score too.
Huh? Yes, and then
Guild's
there is
Court,
the
too.
Guild's Core. The Guild's Core is a large room, and in the middle of the room there is a spherical table of sorts, and there are a bunch of kind of grandiose chairs lining around this table. And directly in the middle of the table, sitting atop a pedestal, is a spherical object surrounded by spinning rays like that of discs spinning on an axis. And it is like diagonal, horizontal, and vertical. And it looks very much like the little like thing that's on the ceiling in that library reference photo that I sent you. Looks very much like that. All twisty. And within this sphere is a slight glow of something warm and bright. And it flickers at the bottom of the ball. And you can essentially from this garner that it might be the rest of the magic that 𝐂𝐻𝐻𝐿 has access to currently. And it is very low.
This is like watching
I
an
break it.
hourglass,
No.
like
Yes.
fucking like drain, and that's how much
No.
power we have left.
Yes, that
Don't
it's
break it, please.
it's basically like that exactly, Bae. That was literally
yeah,
it.
you're so
That
smart.
was the only thing really.
okay.
So with that, if you guys are good, I'm gonna summarize because I have a perfect ending point for you. Don't know if you
I
ever
don't
talked.
trust that. You're gonna leave us on a cliffhanger, aren't you?
I don't know if you
Don't
ever
do it.
talked to Mud at any point.
And where's my?
We probably find mud.
We gotta find Mud. No,
have
we
to
gotta
find
find
Mud.
Mud.
We have to find.
Yeah, we
Mud.
will. We will, but he should have
We
just
find him in the hole somewhere.
No, Boff, don't look at us like that.
What?
Yeah, don't look at us like that.
No,
I don't like it.
I'm nervous.
What? What?
We were
Why?
talking about finding mud, and you're looking at me like,
Wait, yeah, there's been no
I-
mention of nobility and death yet, so
No, it's purely up to what you guys want to do. Because I don't want to take up any more time, and I feel
oh,
bad.
we gotta find mud.
No, take up your
Well,
time.
we gotta
We're
find
all
Mud.
good.
So do we find Mud?
We are
wait, what do
good.
we need to do?
Oh, I thought your look
You
was
go find
telling me
mud.
that he was gonna be dead.
Yeah, he's dead in the library.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, thank
With
God.
the candlestick. It
I
was
thought that's what.
it was
With the
Percy
candlestick.
in the library with the candlestick.
I thought that's what your look was telling us. I
no,
got
I'm
so
sorry.
worried.
I'm
Arlow in the
sorry.
hallway with the cookbook theorist.
Conspiracy theorist.
Book theorist cookbook.
Guys, words.
Words are
I love
hard.
you.
Words are
No,
hard.
you're so smart.
So okay then.
no,
With that,
Theo, you're so good. No, Theo, you're so good. I,
I
love you.
assume
You're so fine. You're good.
a lot of your exploration
I do
has
it too.
taken a lot of the day, mixed with your travel to the capital and all of that. So it is dawning evening, and there's no reason why you cannot sleep here at the capital tonight before returning to Hamburn or wherever you would like to return to. When you guys,
check out that soup store.
I want to go to that. I want to go to Bugsby, that soup
Oh,
store.
Bugsby.
Fucking Bugsby.
We're gonna torch
We should
bugs
just-
beats
we'll
to the
just go and-
ground.
Bugsby. Torch it to the ground. It's probably gone already.
Oh,
Good.
Aw.
I mean, all the soup was
There's
gone.
death,
So
there's
there's probably nothing else
nobility
in
and death.
there.
It was Bugsby
I
all along.
But I
There's
love soup.
what?
Soup is my favorite.
We'll get you some soup.
You're like-
I'll make you
you're
some
like the
soup.
soup
Hazel
I
has
need
Hazel
soup
has
right
soup.
now.
Hazel
You're
has
like
soup
soup
for sure. Hazel has soup
You
for
can
sure.
have soup at keyboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need
For sure,
soup.
soup.
When you guys return
actually need
to
soup. My heart is hard.
when you guys return to the room that you were given, Mud is inside the room.
Hey!
He
not.
is
No, I
sitting
didn't do that.
on one of the many cots, and he is staring down at his hands, just deep in thought when you guys enter.
Aria like
walk up.
like Andromeda.
Yeah. Valid.
Ow.
She's gonna like.
I didn't
She's
hit you
gonna-
that hard.
I'm sensitive. She's gonna
I
walk
know,
up
I'm
to to Mud, and she's gonna kneel down in front of him and look up at him and be like, "Hello."
His eyes are kind of like glossed over, but he blinks a couple times and like looks up at you as though he didn't really hear you come in. And he looks at you and he says, how was the rest of the exploring?
She's gonna move her hands up and kind of like lace her fingers like over his.
We found Aria's dad.
His brow furrows. He looks at you and he's like, I wasn't even aware that Aria didn't have one.
Yeah, we didn't know either.
Well, that's exciting and big.
And then we found some letters and some notes and a weird guy who thinks there's a soup conspiracy.
That gets a little bit of a chuckle out of him. And he smiles and he says, I like soup. I don't think soup did anything wrong.
I think so too. Mud, who did you see?
Takes a shaky breath for a moment and he says, it was sand.
Well, it's just an illusion. It's not real.
He frowns at you, Andromeda, and he's like, I think it was real, Andromeda.
No, there's a lot of illusions here, so you can't always believe what you see.
Do you really think so?
Because I can still feel them in me, in here.
But I think that's a constant, even when they're gone. I've never stopped feeling sand in my heart either, but I don't know, it felt so real. And everyone else, they saw people they already knew were gone. Elfie even said so. And Arthros, they knew who they were going to see because they knew that who they were going to see was dead.
Well, maybe what they saw was real, but no, I still feel them. So
She's gonna like stand up, a little shaky, but she's like,
I still feel them.
He smiles up at you and says, I will take your word for it. And he looks at you with like, as though like he's reassuring you that he's going to take your word for it, but a part of him is so like kind of resigned with the idea that that's not the truth.
Okay.
Thank you.
I cannot wait for you to meet them. They will like you.
she's gonna turn to face everyone else.
Busy day.
Let's get some sleep.
From the back of the room, you hear the faint voice of Elfie chime up, and she says, I have just realized that I'm going to be sleeping amongst all of you.
Right.
Is that okay?
Yes.
I would simply like to say that I do not want to. I think I trust you all.
Well, since we're all sharing secrets.
And you just see her, and she goes and she pulls, and she removes the dark wig, and looks at you all, and her peach hair just falls loose in loose curls.
You are pink. Peach.
So you don't like blonde hair?
She looks at you and she says, no, it is something about my hair. And she goes to say something, and Mud stands up, and he points, and he goes, I knew I recognized you. Oh, shit. And he immediately kind of gets down into, like, a kneeling position for a moment. And he looks at her, and he says, I'm really sorry for not curtsying sooner. I didn't put two and two together.
What?
Sorry, what?
What?
And Elfie is staring at him in, like...
Why are you on the floor?
Mud, get up off the floor. You're good.
Mud, you're on the floor.
Mud is like, not until she tells
Why are
me.
you kneeling? Why are you
Aria's like walking over to Mud, and she's like, get up off the floor.
Why would
Are we
Elsa need to tell you to go
all
off the
having
floor?
a shared mental breakdown right now?
Mud gets up, like, he scrambles to his feet, and he's like, I hope you all bowed too when you met her.
We did.
Obviously, Mud, we don't have any context.
Elfie's
Listen.
royalty.
We do
Aria
not.
looks back at
Elfie, are you a
Elfie.
princess?
Guys.
I've only seen that one once in my whole life, and it was
Queen.
yesterday.
Let's bring it down a wee.
Mud goes, he turns to you, Andromeda, and goes, you remember the kingdom I told you about? Nynaeve.
Yeah.
Hierarchy.
Nynaeve.
Yeah.
New management.
New
Yes,
management.
I remember that.
Yeah, that's because she ran away. And then he looks at her and he's like,
Okay.
like, that was a little insensitive of him, and he's in the presence of, and
Royalty.
she just is like,
Aria's like looking at Elfie like,
It's okay. She's a princess.
oh, I suddenly,
It's okay.
I think I regret this.
okay, it's okay. Aria's like,
I'm just gonna start kneeling too, like.
Andromeda, don't get on the floor, please.
I
Don't get on the
don't
floor.
know if she
It's okay,
wants.
We don't need it. We don't need it. She
Read the room.
doesn't.
Read the room.
I think she's.
I'm
good.
standing. I'm standing.
Good job. Good
standing.
Good feet. Good job.
Wit's going to do a mockingly little like bow, also like
Of
fancy.
course you
to,
would.
like,
you little shit.
Aria's gonna
Princess.
walk over to Elfie and just be like,
Aww. Wait, that's
fast.
so charming of you, though. Like,
No,
that's
you are.
so,
Oh
that's so charming, though.
So charming.
Cute and handsome.
She just looks at you, and she's like she forces a small smile, and says, hello, changeling.
True.
And then,
Aria, like,
and she,
watched it.
as she says this, she like looks away, but then she looks back at you, and she's like, and then she turns back.
Aw.
He's gonna be my best friend.
Yeah, you're gonna be best friends now.
Bestie.
And she kind of like fiddles with her fingers a moment. She says, you cannot tell no one, please.
Well, if you ran away then and you're wearing a wig, one would assume that this is indeed a secret to be kept.
And you are
We're
all good at secrets.
usually. Yeah, we're pretty good at secrets.
Apparently,
We have our
everyone here
friends.
is.
Okay,
She's
Andromeda.
like,
Okay, Andromeda.
Wow.
We all are allowed one.
Yeah,
Elfie,
okay,
Elfie,
everybody
was,
stay
Elfie was there for that
Everyone
Stay
conversation.
with her. All right, we're.
Everyone. 1, 2, 3. Everyone is
Everyone's
allowed.
One secret.
One
secret.
secret.
Arthur just goes,
One secret.
secret.
Secrets.
And then you just hear Mud go, secret.
Good. So use
One
it
or
wisely.
more.
To use it wisely. Aria's gonna walk up to Elfie and kind of like take her hand that's like fiddling with her fingers. We'll figure it out. It'll be fine.
Oh, I am fine as long as none of you talk about it.
Right.
To anyone else, I mean, we can talk about
Okay.
it together, but not.
Aria was like about to turn her head and glare at every person.
She like shakes her head. She's like, "No, it is okay. I just as long as it's not public knowledge,
Cool.
that is fine."
Are you okay with talking more about it right now, or would you like to drop the topic for now for the night?
Well, what more is there for you to know?
Well, why did you run away?
Oh, I am so tired.
That's for another day then. All
Okay.
right.
Another day, right? That's all right.
Good night.
She like adjusts her. She adjusts her cloak. She's like, "Oh, I'm. Whew, long day.
It was very long.
I will go lay down now."
Hi, yes.
With Aria?
Did Wit say that?
Yes.
She just says, "What?
What?
What?
Well, I can't help
No
but
one
notice
is
that there are room for 2 on these beds.
Oh, they're cots.
I knew it was
Beds, cots, they're very fancy cots. They might as well be.
You knew it was what? What did you say?"
She said, "I knew it was tensional, so yes."
They shared a drink. Courtship. I knew it. She just looks
Aria's
down.
beat
She's
red.
like, "Oh, I mean, if you need somewhere else,
Hi.
if you need somewhere to sleep, then that is fine.
I think we all need place to
Yeah,
sleep.
sharing is caring.
I have never
What
shared a bed with
the-
someone I like before.
Oh, you like me?
Wait,
I mean,
what does that implicate?
Is that not
That is-
obvious?
That implicates something that makes me sad. But then let's move on. Because really, it's
But
valid.
the people you haven't
Valid.
loved before.
Okay.
okay. Good night.
Arlo's a therapist. Arlo's a
Aria
therapist
looks
when there's like
young.
5 minutes left in
Wow.
the session and there's a doorknob confession. That means the implication is that let's move on.
Let's not.
Leans
This is
over
gonna
to
be
Arthur.
next
Look at
session.
your
Next
matchmaker.
session.
Oh.
Oh no.
Aria like is walking like behind Elfie and just looks at Wit and is like,
I better not hear anything.
How many-
tonight.
Oh,
Oh.
"Yeah,
About
Arthur
yourself
there.
and
Arthur's
your
just
princess.
yeah, what? That's what I thought."
Arthur just goes,
What's happening?
Oh no, not on you, darling, Kim.
"I am far more delicate than that.
I mean, I wouldn't judge you though.
And
How
I can
many
be
cots
quiet
are
when
there?
I need to be."
oh my
Oh,
god.
God, stop up! I'm not listening anymore.
Wait, how many cots are there? How many?
There's,
Wow.
I
It's like
believe
a
I
whole
said
room.
6, but they are fairly like large in size.
Okay.
Like they
That's
could
fair.
they can share. They could.
I don't want to
Fit
be
2
next to
people.
Wit.
That's a cot.
We're not gonna do
Sleep
anything.
in between them.
You're sleeping with Julien. You're sleeping with Julien.
Arthur's walks up to you.
Hey!
Arthur's walks up to you, Arlo, and she places
that's
her
a cot.
hands on your cheeks.
Oh no, is Julien and Wit gonna sleep together? No,
And
just kidding.
she looks at you. She
I
looks
will
at you.
kill anyone who does not let me sleep with Arthur.
She looks at you, Arlo, and she says, "Arlo, darling,
Yeah.
I would never do anything to make you uncomfortable."
Aw.
And then she
I
goes,
would,
and she
but I'm not going
squeezes,
to tonight.
and then she walks.
She done that from Hazel.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Cute.
The
whatever,
motherly need. The
That's so
wants to be
true.
motherly
That's
is
the
kicking
mother-
in.
So much from Hazel.
Yeah.
You saw. She is the role model she always needed.
With that,
Yeah.
which y'all are wild, and
More.
thanks for letting
More.
me. Thanks for allowing
More.
me to roleplay that with you guys.
More.
That was cute.
I was
That's
like,
so fun.
y'all want to roleplay it? Okay.
I had that line. I had that line stored up inside. That I feel them
Which
in
one?
me still.
Which one?
That I feel them in me still.
feel
I was
them.
like, I
Oh.
need to say it when
Yeah.
this
Oh,
session ends.
I'm glad that you
That
did.
hurt. Thank
It
you.
hurts a lot.
Pain.
That hurts.
I'm sorry.
I have 2 things for you guys before.
Oh.
Yes. Yes. Go for it.
No, it's fine.
Say it.
It
No, say
doesn't
it.
matter.
No,
I also
say
did
it.
it for
It does matter.
Next
Say it,
episode.
say it,
There's
say it,
time
say it,
next
say it,
episode.
say it, say it,
No,
say it,
no,
say it.
no.
Can you just tell us what the context
No,
was?
we have time
You
now.
don't want to do
Was
it?
it?
There's two things.
At least your mind.
It was
Yeah.
one. It was gonna be telepathy to speak to Silas, ask Aria if there was anything that they wanted to say to
Forgot you guys
Zophiel.
were connected still.
Oh,
slay. Yeah, that's so
Hey,
good.
Zophiel, are you connected to Zophiel?
Connected to Silas,
Oh,
ask
Silas,
Aria
yeah.
if there was anything that they wanted to say to Zophiel that I would
That's
tell Silas
incredibly
to tell
thoughtful.
Zophiel.
Everyone knows.
That is.
Julian's a delight.
Yeah.
I'm in pain.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say.
A delight.
Kisses him
Dad.
on his forehead.
Kisses
No, my parents know we're doing okay too, so that's great.
Ruffles
Want
his
me
hair.
to tell him that
Don't tell him the pain
he's a
part.
delight?
Oh yes,
oh,
tell him
what?
he's a delight. He is delightful.
He's a delight.
No, Julian is a delight. That's what
Oh,
I was
you
saying.
are
Julian's
delight.
the delight. Tell all
Silas
of
is
them
not
that
a
Who's a
delight.
delight?
Don't say that. It's a lie.
Tell them I said
It's a
hi.
delight.
Julian's a delight. We think
Tell
so. Silas needs to know, but he does
Tell
already.
Silas that he's delightful. Tell Zophiel that he's delightful. Silas tell Zophiel that he's delightful because that would be a good friendship. They need each other. Also tell Wesley he's delightful. I miss him.
Oh, and also tell my mom to
you
stop
should
putting
tell-
lemons in the salad for lunch because those are really with
Okay.
the cashews. Yeah.
Oh, make sure they feed Apollo too. He's probably hungry again.
No, don't feed Apollo. No, I'm
Feed him
just
like
kidding.
he's a
Oh, feed
dog.
him.
I'm just
Feed
joking.
Apollo.
I'm
He's
just
probably
joking.
hungry.
Feed
Feed
that's
and water
hi,
and
buddy.
take him out to potty.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe don't
That's
say
pretty
that yet.
distinct.
You can leave out the lemon
But-
part.
What I'm gonna say? Tell Zophiel that
He's just,
everyone
like,
knows
pissed when
everything
you get back.
now.
Oh my god.
You don't like my lemons?
What?
Can you tell Silas? Tell Zophiel that everyone knows everything now about me.
Ooh.
You could tell him in person. Is this like pressing matter for tonight? Or are you just celebrating the fact that everybody knows?
Celebrating is a different word, but sure. I just
Wait,
feel like he should know.
Zophiel. Wait, I didn't even focus on that. Zophiel knew.
Are you saying that in wit?
Yeah,
Um,
birds of a feather, I guess.
Flock together.
well, okay, sure, but
Zophiel somewhere. I'm not a goddamn bird.
Bird.
I'm a bird.
well, to be fair, Zophiel and I.
You slept together?
No, we didn't sleep. Well, we slept beside each other, but that's because I was terrified that I thought somebody was going to break into my room and kill me during the night. So,
But it was just your
Oh, then it was your dad.
yeah, apparently it was my dad.
Hey.
It's fine.
Goals.
And she just like is like looking up in her brain,
Goals.
Last time that happened to me was Silas, not my dad.
like, oh god, let's not talk about that yet. That
Yeah.
doesn't worry. So he knew I was. I mean, he also saw during the sports festival my anklet. So, you know, that would be it. Even
Can
it's
you fly?
Elfie leans forward and says, "Oh, it's so.
Another day.
It's so
Ah.
late.
Good night.
Yeah.
Good night to you
We should
all. Good
probably
night
go
to you
sleep
all.
now." And then she
Good
like
night.
looks at you,
That's
Aria,
so
and goes
cute.
like,
her girlfriend's already like protecting her. That's so precious.
she like punches your arm a little bit. It's like,
ooh.
I got your back.
God, I want to kiss her, but that's not the time.
Now is not the time.
But I want to kiss her.
Wait, leans over to
Okay.
Arthur. They're really
Alright.
cute.
Arthur's like,
I
"Oh
can
my God,
hear
yes."
you. There's no walls in this room.
I was whispering.
You're not a very good whisperer.
Whisperer.
Oh,
Am I sharing a bed with
Downy?
Mud?
Just kidding.
Would you like to?
Yeah.
Okay, then you are sharing a bed.
Platonically. It's friendship.
Uh huh.
A little bit less platonically than I assume me and Julien, though.
Yeah.
Slightly. We're like an inch closer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Decent more, way more.
We're like an
imagine
inch
that
closer.
Okay.
and our
Arlo is
little
like
pinkies
sitting
out, so
very
she can hold
far
us
away
both.
from Julien, but Julien is like actually comfortable in bed. But Arlo like looks over and he's like does
Hold
like
on.
the thing where he like sits on his side like
Julian and Arlo are sharing a
Yes.
bed.
yes.
yes.
Theron and
Arian-
Arthros are sharing a bed.
Uh-huh.
Aria and Elfie are sharing a bed.
Uh-huh.
Mud and Andromeda are sharing a bed.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's only 4 beds, guys. There's 2 extra beds. Y'all don't have to share. You're all just
Well, that's
cuddled
funny.
together, and there's just the 2
It's
beds.
fun. Traumatic
None of us want to be
days.
alone after the shit we've
All
seen.
right, fine.
Sit down,
Julian sleeps
cuddle.
on the floor.
Arlo, Orion gets
another
out of bed and throws his ass in a bed.
No, I think it's
Fucking
cute.
body jumps himself.
I think that it's very much. It seems like a situation where you guys would want to be
We want
close to one
cuddles.
another. Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
that's valid.
Arlo,
We're
you
cuddlers.
Cuddle with
So-
your brother-in-law.
I'm taking executive
Eventually.
decision here, and I'm assuming
What?
you guys are all
Good night.
heading to sleeps.
Sleep, sleep,
Night.
sleep, sleep.
Sleeps.
Julian will relay all the messages that he did, including the lemon thing.
Valid.
If I wake up
Oh.
screaming, I'm sorry.
Oh goodness, the dramatized. Okay.
Sweet dreams, everyone.
Oh, she has the book though.
The
Fingers
I wonder if
crossed.
anything will happen.
True.
It's
Oh,
not your
But it's
book.
not. But it's
Not
not
her book,
attuned
yeah.
to me, so it might
No,
not.
yeah, it's not your book. But I'm curious to see if
Steal
anything will
'em.
happen.
Valid.
You have a
Uh-oh,
book.
one last thing
Yes.
Yes, you-
Yeah.
that I want to do
Yeah, say, do it.
is
Yeah.
open up Napoleon, flip to the
Okay.
page that he wrote in
Mhm.
addressing Rain. Anything in there?
Remind me again of what you wrote, and I will let you know.
I know who you really are now. What now?
Who you are. Thank you, Dee. Thank you.
Oh, I love that song.
Make you
To
my
my
enemy. Yes.
Oh. I know who you are. Oh my god,
Oh,
I know
that's now
who you are.
a
Oh my God.
Julian song for me.
Oh,
That is actually so good.
That's also Aria.
I love that song so much. Oh my god.
yes.
It does. God, I gotta redo my whole fucking Spotify playlist again.
There
now.
is
God
no
damn
response
it.
yet. There is no response yet.
Julian flips over to a new page and he writes, "Help me remember you. I don't hate you right now. Do not assume that I would hate you if I do remember you. Allow me to make that decision."
Yeah.
That was delicious. I really did just eat every single word. Every single word was just
That was
like
delicious. I really just did eat
We
every
ate it.
single word of that.
Like,
Right.
you did that.
All
I
right.
slurped all of the noodles up. Those were delicious.
And he closes the
Sir.
book and he
What was
cuddles
the
with
worst
his brother-in-law, its soulmate brother.
Fish.
I love
As
it.
you should.
Fish.
As you should. So
They have
To-
nice little bro cuddles.
to end off with you
They have
all,
bro cuddles.
That's right.
oh, that's funny. Sorry, I just realized something.
Don't laugh. I'm scared.
No,
Okay.
just something with Elfie
Sure.
that
Oh,
you'll probably
Tell
end
me.
up learning very soon next session.
it's another wig.
Not a wig.
Another wig.
I don't like that Jade didn't laugh at that. I don't like that.
No, I meant
They would not.
name stuff. Yeah.
That we don't
Oh,
know that
Delphine?
her name
Tell
is-
us.
Yeah.
His
Delphine.
mother would have
Delphine.
mentioned that probably. You would have been like, "Oh,
He
Princess
was just awestruck. He did not mention it.
Princess.
Yeah.
Anastasia.
He was also told to stop doing more.
He was also yelled at for
Yeah.
Get
bowing
on the
down.
floor. I hope you
he's
guys liked
trained
it
to
that I
do.
have been doing so many bird noises throughout this entire campaign, and none of y'all have caught on to it.
Yeah.
Jazz, Jazz.
Nah, bitch,
Jazz,
I did.
Jazz, have you
Jazz.
met you? Have you met?
Me? Yes.
You are
I'm a
the
mess.
sound box.
That's
always
also
pushing.
just you, Jazz.
True.
Like,
That is
We are-
also just
I
I
you.
can't
Sound box.
There's no
distinguish it.
reason.
Just do
There's
that.
no reason why I
There's no
did
reason.
it.
I have a question.
You kept telling
Yeah.
me to like, oh, you should pay more attention to what I'm doing
Yeah,
in
you
stream, James. And I'm like,
Yeah.
and I couldn't find anything because that's just you. That's
No,
you
it's
just vocal
Just me. I
stim.
got a bird.
You
Even
just
if you're
do.
just
You
on
just
call, even
make
if you're just on
noises.
call while
I just don't
walking
want
down,
James
you
to be
make noises
freaked out
like
to
that.
this.
What's your question, Theo?
Is stream over? Not stream. Is the episode over? Does that mean that we survived without someone dying?
I'm
Or
not
is it
finished.
No,
There's still more
God.
to go.
I
I-
just
for
have
what?
2 things for you
Ooh.
that are very
But
brief,
technically,
and it
okay.
is
You kill my father.
it is
Mara.
dream aspects, and that's why
Okay, let's go,
I'm,
let's
I'm
go,
gonna
let's go
end you
dream.
Okay,
off
dreams.
with this.
Dream,
Oh,
dream,
dreams?
dream,
Dream.
What the
I-
heck? What the heck?
I'm gonna leave one
You
of
ruined
these.
my dream
One of
journal.
you read my dream journal. I'm
I
gonna
did
use
not.
leave one of these dreams for next time because I want to flesh it out more fully.
Whose?
Yeah, tell us more.
Arlow's.
never get any. No, just kidding. I had like a whole episode.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I will give you some insight as to what it has to do with, and
No, don't.
No.
Flesh it out. Flesh it out. I was being a little.
He wants to be naked right
Okay.
now. Don't give
If you're sure, because I can do it, I can improv it for you if you want. I just wanted it. I wanted it to be perfect.
No, a dreamless night. It'd be nice.
improv.
Okay.
Yes, and.
I just wanted it to be like perfect, and I didn't know how long that might take
No,
me if I improv
I
it.
appreciate that.
Yes, and.
It might have been inspired by some stuff that you saw today. Anyways.
Here.
What? You. Capital V vague.
Yo.
Capital V vague.
Unicorn.
So there are two things that I want to focus on to end off the episode really quick. And that is Julien and Andromeda. Julien. Oh dear.
It was incredible.
Eat ass.
Okay.
Who's?
I'm just kidding.
Not a command.
Same brain.
I
James,
am the
same
law.
brain.
I am the law.
I am the law.
Was that an I am the law? Yeah.
Anyways, y'all are wild. Y'all are wild. Y'all are so wild to me. Julien, when sleep finally overwhelms you tonight, your already question-riddled, confused, and perplexed mind finds itself forming even more questions. And Julien, when you drift off into this
This is what my mind looks like.
yeah, honestly, when you finally drift off into your subconscious and your mind falls prey to sleep, it conjures up an image of something recently familiar. And you see a familiar corridor that looks much like the corridor that you all entered into today in the capital. And at the end of the hall, beside several royal guards, stands two figures. And you stand there looking at them, and they are watching you. And they are familiar to you now. And you can note them as the tall, looming form of Orion and the fair, gray-white figure of Ven Nexus. And you only recognize them, of course, because you have seen them now. The portrait and Orion in the flesh. And you feel a presence at your side. And if you were to turn, you would see Tobias. Or as you know him, supposedly to be Rain. Except he stands as Tobias, hair slicked back, and eyes blue. And he steps forward, and he seems to reach out to shake both of their hands. Shaking Ven's and shaking Orion's. Before he says, thank you for providing such a lovely place to stay. And you are listening to this, Julien, present in this moment. And he bids them a nod and turns as if to leave towards the exit of the Capitol building. Back towards the doors. And as he does so, he says, I did have a question before we're on our way, of course. And he looks at them a moment and says, forgive me if this is overstepping, but I heard rumor that wasn't there another son? A second son? And Rain or Tobias is watching them carefully And he looks them up and down for a moment. And you see Orion kind of look down and drop his eyes. And you see Ven drop her eyes. Before it's Orion who steps forward and says, he was lost. It was a tragic accident. And the form of Tobias nods and says, right, my condolences. Before he turns and glances at you for a moment, Julien, and says, onward. Before you diligently follow him out the door. And your dream fades away to black. Don't look at me like that.
Fucking Rain is sneaky as fuck.
That
What a little shit.
Wouldn't it be funny to show up and just ask your brother and your mother
mom.
what
Like,
happened?
hey, what happened to me?
What happened to you?
Mhm.
Yeah.
What the
Without asking what happened.
Tragic ass accident.
Um,
So I guess they didn't know
But he
about
didn't
Tobias
recognize
first.
me. I mean,
I guess I didn't ask though. That's what I realized during it.
I mean,
I
you
mean,
did
didn't
ask.
he did.
If you did ask if he recognized Julien and Orion didn't.
Maybe
But again,
Julian was
that's a
different.
small interaction. Perhaps he just
If he
didn't
can deal,
like, pay
if he
attention
can
to you.
move souls,
That is also a
If
very
he
small
can-
interaction.
yeah, it was also very small.
But also, maybe
Something to do with souls.
Also, maybe you
Maybe
looked
something
different
to do
back
with
then.
Julien.
Who knows?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wait,
Yeah.
wait. Your body, like mine, has been experimented on. Maybe your body is not the body you used to have.
Well, we don't know that.
We
We just
know-
know you're covered in scars.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, but that's
Yeah,
my
you're
theory.
covered
I'm
in-
running with a theory.
yeah,
Very okay, fair.
Yeah.
It's like experiments.
Like
The experiment twins. Theory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking for completely different reasons, but
Yeah.
that's because I think Arlow was this Earther person, and they were using getting gifts from him, and then also
Julian's the
Julian's
Frankenstein
character
type
was
thing.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I mean, that's not serious. That was just a throwaway.
Interesting. And you've also known that Rain/Tobias has dabbled in illusion magic as well.
Yeah.
That's true.
Mm.
So maybe
That's
he
true.
totally could have just made Julian look like whoever he wanted to.
That's true. That's true.
But why would he do that?
Well, Julian could even have been in a disguise
For
at the
fun.
time.
Well,
Maybe.
if Julian meant
Protect
something,
Julien.
He's the
yeah,
fun-
if Julian meant something,
Julian was wearing a
to...
wig the whole time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
He was wearing
Julian
a
doesn't even
long
know
hair.
he's
He's wearing a
Yeah.
wig
Yeah.
and big boots on.
So,
Big boots.
I do not believe Orion for a second with the whole like, oh, Tobias doesn't care or Rain doesn't care about anything. But I'm like,
Valid.
that is
I don't
so
trust that
just
slightest.
no, I don't trust that at all.
I mean, his
I
experience.
do think that-
You gotta
Big
understand where he's
Brother
coming
vibes.
from.
Oh no, absolutely. But I'm like, bro,
But
You
also, that does
traumatized
call into
Papa.
question like a
My
lot
dear
of his
Papa.
relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Because he
No,
is
which
like
is fair.
a master manipulator. I mean, he just asked his parents and brother that, like,
Yeah.
hey, what happened to me?
hey, what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, which is
Like,
fair.
he's a little shit. Even if he cares about his mom, the fact that he answered or asked her that question is
Yeah. When apparently
it's
he
a little
loved his
true. It
mother.
shows a lot of his
Yeah.
personality.
Hmm.
It's nasty.
Well,
Go ahead.
to end it all off, as you go to sleep that night, Andromeda,
Yeah.
it is to the image of the same dream you'd had the night before. You see the golden willow tree before you, your willow tree, and you can feel its warmth, its solace, its peace, and you can hear the spiteful whispers surrounding you once more, hushed tones piercing your ears. You reach out this time, again, leaning forward to touch the tree. But as you do, you watch as your hand sinks into its bark and suddenly becomes one with the willow tree trunk. And you feel a harsh pull as the tree begins to pull you forwards into it and begins to consume you. It hurts. Your chest hurts so badly as it yanks at your limbs and pulls at your hair. You can feel your chest constricting, your heart clenching in fear and agonizing pain. And just before you can be fully submerged within it, your eyes fly open, Andromeda, and you spring awake from the dream. Only, even with your eyes open, with your body upright, with your dream-plagued mind clear, your chest still hurts. And in a moment, you can feel your body jolt as your heart clenches and stops beating for a moment. And you recognize this pain, and you recognize it to be the same pain you felt when you pulled at the branches that grappled onto Alder.
Maybe Zephyrus is just fucking around.
I don't trust Zephyrus.
But he's gonna die too if he does that.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, he was really down the last time we saw him. Do we think he cares about that right now?
Andromeda lets out like
to
this
kill everyone in his grove.
Well, I don't
scream
like killing people.
noise.
He'd probably be too sad to fight back if somebody came and attacked them.
That is where we're ending.
Ah!
That is where we're ending.
Andromeda said if she woke up screaming, don't.
Pay her no mind.
Yeah.
Y'all got
Which is like
Paying
rolls
every
over and
mind.
rolls closer to Arthros.
Y'all got
Could you scream?
Y'all got
I
lore
feel
on
like
lore on
that's-
lore.
Well,
Yeah,
it
you
probably
probably, like-
stopped. It restarted, and she probably like lurched forward and like what, like that, and like.
Yeah, a little scream.
This is my favorite
Did
episode
her-
so far.
Oh god.
Good lord, yeah.
I need
Thinking
to
of
watch
Taylor.
everything back.
This has been insane.
Oh, tell me who you wrote down. I want to know who you wrote down.
Yeah, who
Oh,
did everybody die?
I wrote down Apollo.
I wrote down
thought it was
Apollo,
gonna be-
too.
Interesting.
it was gonna be
Okay.
some sort of like
You wrote down Zephyrus?
noble
I was so
sacrifice,
wrong. I
change
wrote
of
down
character
Zophiel.
sort of type
You wrote down
beat.
Zophiel.
How
I had
dare
this idea
you?
that he
Oh,
was
I
gonna
get
be
that
very,
because of nobility.
Yeah, I had
He's very
this idea
noble.
that he was gonna be very
That's valid.
sacrificial.
Who did you write, Vay?
Damn.
Apollo as well.
Apollo as
Yeah.
well? Okay, interesting.
Just nobility. Nobility.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what.
Okay, so did the death that the title was
Was that
referring to
Amara?
It's
happen?
the mirror.
Or
It's probably the mirror.
mirror?
I think it was
Amara.
the mirror.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Go fuck yourself.
Hey, go fuck yourself. How about that, man? Hey, yo, Mini,
That's a
Hey!
good question.
It's so my brain's so visually confused.
Hey,
sometimes.
it could
I'm like,
very well still be Zephyrus.
so Rain
None of us put down Zephyrus.
and Tobias' body,
I thought you put down Zephyrus.
That
and
bitch.
Julian.
Oh
And
wait, I did put down Zephyrus. I was thinking Zophiel. I was thinking
Too many Z names, too many A names,
Too many
too many.
I
Just
told
too many
Zephyrus what would
names.
happen
There's
if you
a lot
jostled
of there's a
fucking
lot
branches
in that
dumb
in the
bitch.
alphabet, Jade. It's not just the end.
Hey,
Yes, it's just A and Z.
A to
You
Z.
can branch out a
That's
little
all
bit
we
if you want
got.
to.
Hey, we're the ones that
Oh,
created
no.
these characters. Fucking on.
I kid.
Half of the names are yours! You motherfuckers! All the A names, we got Arlow and Aria and Andromeda. I didn't come up with those! Don't look
I
at
also
me!
created, I chose
You
Zephyrus.
also
as well.
created Zephyrus.
You also chose
Arlow,
Zephyrus! I did not
I
choose
also chose
Zephyrus!
Zephyrus and Alder. I
Haley chose
Alder.
Zephyrus and Alder!
You know what? You're right.
I'm innocent in this.
You're
I'm
not the
innocent.
problem. It's us.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm not the problem.
are
Do
the
not
problem.
put me in this.
You are the problem.
Thank
I
you.
love
the
that.
problem.
Thank you.
Not the problem.
Thank you.
the first step is humility.
I am
that You're the
absolved.
problem.
Exactly.
I'm not the problem.
Okay,
I'm not the problem.
Step 0, baby. Step 0.
Step
There's
0.
now level 0.
Oh man.
We'll get there one day. We'll get
That
there
was
one day.
some lore.
Wow.
That was amazing.
Wow.
I can't believe
Heavy.
Andromeda still has both of her parents. That's crazy.
That's wow.
Are you
Sad
going
for
through
her.
the 7 stages of grief as well?
No, no.
You
My
are
girl's
done
an
that.
orphan.
Imagine having
believe
parents
that,
put it up there.
Listen, I went through the whole of this being like, I don't have parents, really. I got whooped.
That's true.
You have a loving father who spied on you the entirety of your
Listen,
childhood.
they've only talked for a little bit, and I already love Orion and
Yeah,
Ryan's
I do.
relationship.
So-
Arlo's mom is from
such
Steven
dad.
Universe.
My tears.
Was the
My tears are
implication-
everywhere.
Do you think
Slay.
that was your mom?
No, I don't know who that was.
They were 16 in the image.
Yeah, they were
Around there.
young.
They were
Oh, they were
looked
like
young.
16?
Yeah, they
looked
were
young.
younger than you.
Well, that's the age they
I don't think that
died.
was
They
your
could
mother.
have
I
had
think that was the person you were
think
spliced with.
Arlo young.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think
oh,
they soul
shit.
spliced that person and gave you their healing powers
Yeah, that's what I think.
mixed
so.
with your fish
A
self.
Oh, that's
unicorn.
crazy.
Oh my
Unicorn.
god.
A unicorn with
I
healing
love
powers
unicorn.
and a fish.
That's awesome.
They
What were
didn't
you
seem
gonna say, Boba?
resentful about.
No, they didn't.
They're chilling.
Was the implication that
Oh,
Orion
right.
was saying that the way that he's been watching her, because like that lady from the bar was watching Julien, not Aria, right? But they knew Arya's name. So like, was that using Tobias's like spies to also spy on Arya, or like what?
I think the implication more is that Orion has powers of empathy and mind. And so he is the reason why Rain can like see through other people's eyes almost. At least that's what I was getting out of it.
Like manipulate them on some level.
I feel like Rain has more of the manipulation of it, but to be able to go into someone else's perspective in their mind and connect with them in that way is Orion.
That's so what I got. The lady on Demir, like, was that from Tobias?
Rain. It was Tobias, but it was...
Sorry. Was that Orion using Rain's, like, spy to also check in on Arya? You guys had that little, like, conversation.
I think either that or it was just Rain using Orion's ability, but because he's using Orion's ability, Orion still has some form of connection with it.
Yeah, connection to it.
He can't control it fully, but he can be a part of it almost. I don't know.
Was Orion also just like somehow reaching out through your, like, childhood to random people watching you? Because you said you were hidden away, but
I was
like that whole, like,
at least from what I know, I was hidden away very well.
Clarity on one part. I'm having confusion.
Yeah,
so I'm thinking about the memory we just saw, which was we saw sorry, my brain is like so. We saw Rain, but he was in Tobias, and we saw Julien, but he was in God knows, we don't know, right?
Yeah, as far as we know, it's Julien.
Julien or not, we don't know. And then and then they didn't know that was Rain fucking being like, hey, I'm asking about me because I'm petty.
Yes.
Yeah.
But what was the accident that happened? Do we know that, or do we not know that?
We just know that the accident that Orion was talking about was the separation, that he got stuck on Earth, but they weren't calling it. They were just calling it an accident because they didn't want to be like, oh,
and they didn't know he came
the
back.
elders purposefully, you know.
And did they try? I cannot. Sorry, I'm like, I feel bad.
No,
you're fine. I love.
No, you good.
I don't want to think that.
It's a lot of
information. I don't think that at all, because
I want to know.
You asking for clarity and then the others answering shows me how my info is coming across as well, and it teaches me that like, okay, so like there are other aspects that you're all picking up on at the same time, kind of thing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Also, you asking for clarification shows that you care.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
It does. Literally,
it does.
I feel
and it gives me a judge of like where you're all at.
It's not
story-wise, kind of.
A lot of these things are really fucking complex.
They're not obvious. They're not obvious.
No, it was really the question I asked that I felt embarrassed to ask. It felt obvious, but now I can't remember it. But it'll come back. But when I do,
ever be embarrassed. It's literally okay. Were you
on that question?
Was it about that scene, or was it about a different
I think it was about that somewhere in the timeline.
That memory.
I'm trying to remember. I'll figure it out. I'll remember what it was. But you guys are very nice.
The timeline is going to be something that's going to be a weird soup for you guys, because
let's go.
It is all soup. It is all soup.
It is all soup.
Oh my god, he was right.
He was
perceived right.
When they separated, do we know whether or not they our capital gang tried to go after Rain, or were they like, that guy's fucked up, leave him there?
We don't know.
You don't really know that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All we know is that there was a separation, and that Ben, I'm assuming, took it really hard because she loved her son and he loved her, and she eventually went missing, and she wrote that letter. What did the letter say? I'm trying to remember.
There was a letter written to her.
To her, right? That's right. Right.
So when did Rain come back?
Oh,
we don't know the answer to this.
We don't know.
Rain came back at some point, and he was like, "Hey, Orion, you want to go in my secret bedroom?
Apparently,
you're never getting out." And then Rain was like, and he was like, you have a daughter. Don't you want to see her? Not gonna. And then, that was Orion. And then Rain was like, "No, fuck."
I feel like Rain.
You're on the right.
You're on it. No, you're on it.
Yeah,
you're on it.
We understand what you're saying.
Left on Earth.
Yeah,
Like,
Rain was
Rain
like,
found out
I think I got enough that I
daughter, and then Orion was like, yeah, and he was like, no, you don't. Yeah, and then he was like, here, you can just watch her through.
Well, there's the question, right? Which you could kind of use the context to assume. There is a good chance that Orion knew fully that Talia was pregnant in that moment. because she wrote him that note, and
The fact that they were both running away, that makes sense.
and so
Nothing sparks
it seems that it was very much a thing of he was going to gather his things, and then he was going to return to her side.
He's a dumbass for saying that he was gonna go back to his room. I was just asking for trouble.
They were young.
But if it was
It's
Rain,
sad because he means they trusted him too.
Just
But if
why
it
would
was
he trust the
Rain-
elders after they exiled basically Rain or
Well,
trapped him?
they didn't really. The aspect was that in panic, that's the main key. In panic, they closed the connection. They did not know that he was on Earth.
What was? Yeah.
Oh,
He went
'Cause that
down
was
to Earth to
like,
gather his
well, that we
things.
they didn't know.
Well, yeah, no, that was clear by what they wrote in the the session 0, or not session 0, in the version 0.
Yeah, so it was a while back now. It was when you guys when you finally when you first learned
found it,
Rain and
about
Orion's names,
In the
and
forest.
it was
Yeah.
and it was that they had said
I mean, I knew they panicked, but like
um
they could have waited.
yes, it was that. Well, they didn't know that he had gone to Earth. That
I
was
think you'd still
the
like check, but
issue because Rain often went back and forth.
it must have been
And
pretty bad for them to
when it-
panic that much.
when it happened, Rain had gone down, supposedly to gather things that he had down there to bring it back. And
We should have asked. We should have asked Orion about his father. We don't know anything about
No,
their
we don't know
father
anything about him.
on Earth.
Daddy.
We'll get there.
Well, they're ancient,
Grandpa
right?
for
So it's
Aria.
probably dead.
An ancient man.
Ancient
I don't
man.
know. They're all like
I want to
immortally.
date an ancient
I'm
man.
so glad you understand the reference.
I got you, baby.
went over my head.
It also went over my head, but I love it.
Finally, someone who understands
I
my
love this one.
references.
It's bisexual TikTok for sure.
It
Oh,
is.
It's either you want to date an ancient man or you want to be the ancient man.
Ancient
Are
man.
you dating an M's a vampire?
It was also stated at
It works.
1.2 in the letter that Orion wrote that, which is why timeline is going to be a weird soup for you.
Timey-wimey.
I love
That
soup.
he called himself,
Yeah.
or his life immortal. He called his
Yeah.
immortal life.
Right, yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. And he
He's
said,
like, I'm going to live for now, and then there will be a time where I'll just exist, which is
how does he
interesting.
do that?
Yeah, how you do that? Because you're just a
do that?
changeling. Changelings aren't immortal.
No.
Yeah, Papa,
By default.
answer some questions.
Unless you're part
My
human,
immortal.
Unless
How
the
can
human,
you
like the
see?
father of
Oh my
them,
God, wait, what
is a
if-
guardian, which is in fact immortal. So he would be immortal and also a changeling.
What if
Because he's an earthling.
what if
But are
certain
guardians
peoples
humans? Is
of
that like-
power
I
have
mean,
to,
they're the original earthlings.
what if certain people of power have to, like, not have to, but like it's the system of this world, like, put themselves into a stasis via fucking fake knife, visible knife.
Yeah.
So then, like it's almost like it's like your duty. Like maybe he was like, oh yes, the duty of whatever nobility, whatever.
Nobility.
And
Yeah.
it's like, then after this certain amount of time, then like the give off of like having the wealth, having the power is that you like maybe you stay in like a stasis, and then they're able to like, I don't know. I feel like there's somebody.
You're valid.
Fuck the
Throw 'em
system,
on.
man. That's all I gotta
Fuck the
say.
system.
But the knife is not necessary. It's
I'm
just the
sorry.
fact that, like,
Rain
And
said,
then
I
Noah
diagnosed
got-
you absent father.
it's because he has no
Oh,
soul.
I can finally show my fatherless behavior picture.
What?
Yes.
What?
Fatherless
It's my
behavior.
favorite. It is my favorite meme on my Aria Pinterest. It is
Oh
my
my
favorite.
God.
I love it. I'm
Share
grabbing
that
it now.
shit.
I'm excited.
I'm grabbing it now.
This is there's so much.
I can also
there's-
change my name now on my board to not be Stinky
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
Stinky.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
I'm
not
going to say farewell to chat because they've just been listening to us
Thank you for being
conversing
here,
for a while.
Chat.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for popping over to the second stream. I'm glad that I did that just in case because stream is also a weird soup. We love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Pop the theories in. Thank you for so many quotes and memes and everything was going on during the session. It was so cute. I can't wait for everyone to watch this one and get caught up with everything because wow, it was a big one. It was a big one.
That was a big one.
Lots of lore.
Biggin.
Lots of lore. Lots of lore. The last one was 13 hours.
How long is this one?
This one has been about 12:24. 12:24.
Okay,
excited.
so yeah.
I think it felt longer.
All
Like,
right.
please don't say it's been 14 hours.
Mwah.
I know.
We
Love
just
you
keep getting
guys.
bigger.
As you should.
Have a great rest
Bye.
of your night.
Bye, stream people.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.